What's good, everybody? It's Hampton Atlanta Vegas, live and directing live. We're gonna get started talking about how the linebacking core in Norfolk State, not Norfolk State, is gonna be pretty damn scary. All right, let's get into it. So they're bringing in quite a few number of guys, and I'm just gonna break it down for y'all real quick. Not too heavy, but just enough so y'all can get your little taste of what to expect later on this year. All right, first up, we got a young man named Jaden Kelly. He comes from Arkansas, Pine Bluff, 6'1", 223 pounds. He was named to the All-SWAC second team, recorded 91 tackles, 51 solos, 1 fumble recovery in 10 games last year, high of 15 tackles at Southern, pick up 9 tackles in back-to-back games against Prairie View and Grambling. Jaden Kelly is a very good linebacker. He has a game where he's a ball hog in terms of finding the ball carrier. He's just an old school side-to-sideline linebacker. Only difference is he's a little light in terms of the weight. But in today's game, he's right at the average, about 6'1", 6'2", 225-ish. But what he's going to bring to Norfolk State is experience. And I think that's going to be very valuable for this core. And he's a really good player. All right, the next guy I'm going to bring up is Stamarian Edwards. He's also formerly of the SWAC, comes from Alcorn State. He had 79 tackles last year, 43 solos, 2.5 sacks, 1 interception. He's similar in build, just an inch shorter, 220. He's going to be a senior, or a graduate senior, I should say. He's from Hollandale, Mississippi. Very talented state, especially with like defensive players. Stamarian is very similar to Jaden in terms of being that guy that go from sideline to sideline, makes good reads. He can the plus side with film is that he can defend the pass. So that's something that he has that's going to mirror the next two guys I bring up. They're going to come from the 757. The first guy I'm going to bring up is from Phoebus. His name is Brendan Thompson. Guy's like 5'11", I want to say 205. He was co-defensive player of the year for the Peninsula District. Very good player. From his film that I saw, he makes good reads. He can play free off the ball, defending the pass as well. Very, very good. I just think that he was probably overlooked by the bigger schools because of like the size. But you know, with some more work, he's going to get bigger in the weight room. But this is a very good player. And the guy that played right beside him is a guy named Caleb Tillery. I see his junior stats. He had 108 tackles, 2 interceptions, 2 breakups, 2 sacks, 5'11", 195. But like probably from what I saw in the film, he's probably closer to like 205. So about the same size as Brendan. Honestly, I think these guys are pretty much the same player. And I mean that as a compliment. You know, both guys are mean. They play fast with the ball. They make great angles, you know, in pursuit. They both can play in the pass. And honestly, if these guys were at like a school like a Virginia Tech, Virginia, they probably would be playing strong safety. But I think they're in a perfect place at an FCS school because they're just going to get better. And as they grow, they're going to be monsters. And it's just funny how these two guys mirror the other two guys. And whoever's coaching those guys up, they're going to have like a very good problem in figuring out who's going to be starting. But these two guys from Phoebus, they're going to play. And then we have another guy, his name is Isaiah Emery. He played at Ward. He was also the MVP in the Peninsula District. Very good player, very aggressive. I think he's like 5'10", about 205. So all these guys about the similar size, but they all hit. And he plays very hard to the ball. And I think those three young guys got a bright future. And then also to pair them with Demarion Edwards and Jaden Kelly, that's going to be a highly competitive group right there. Let's see, we got Khalib Gilmore, 6'3", 241. Now, this is a guy that's going to be more of a potential. He has like the best size in the linebacker group, and he's a really good athlete. Played at Syracuse, played at Ball State last year, also played for a season at West Florida. Did not have a ton of production, I guess because of injuries, and also because of the fact that for whatever reason couldn't make a rotation. I did look at his film, and I saw somebody that was a good athlete. He has some interesting moves that he can do in terms of like whenever he's blitzing pass. It's just that I didn't see anything that stuck out where I'm like, this guy is like special. But what I did see though is I saw a guy that has like athletic potential. He kind of reminds me in terms of like his build and his movements. If you remember a guy named Chad Battles, who also went to Syracuse before transferring to Norfolk State. And Chad, I played with him in high school. He was a monster. A guy who I probably felt like should play on the offensive side of the ball at tight end, because he was just that dynamic. But he was also a great defensive player. So he played linebacker in college and DN. And I think these guys could have a potential mirror situation where if he can get coached up, those tools that Khalib has, I think he could be a good player. So we're going to have to see. And there was another guy named Rashad Taylor. He's from Florida. He's also going to be he's going to be a freshman, just like Brandon, Caleb, and Isaiah. And he had a lot of production down there in South Fort Myers High School. So, and I remember watching, like I said, the films of these guys, and it's just the same thing. These guys are fast, they can hit, and they can cover. And I think that's going to be a combination for a dangerous linebacking unit. So we shall see. All right, so that's my time, and y'all take it easy. Leave the comments, All right.
What's up, everybody? Check out my merch on Redbubble website. It's under Static Mike 757. I have the link at the end of the video. Got your shirts, got your jackets, hoodies. We got bed sheets. We got posters, coasters. Got a whole lot of different items based off of different designs, from HBCU things to like city things to sports things. Check me out. Thanks for your support.